Hi guys and gals, this is Anthony, aka Marquise Malaspina, with another watch review. I wanted to bring you guys something that's much more affordable than what I usually show. I understand that most people aren't in the market for a Rolex or some other high-end luxury watch, and that the majority of the videos that I show are not exactly what most people out there can afford and or are looking to wear. And have no fear. I think there are plenty of other decent watches you can get for significantly less money. And the watch you're looking at right now, I think, is a very good choice for people on a limited budget. I think the average person that I've talked to into watches is usually looking to spend about $100. And this one was 70, and I just picked it up. And you know what? In terms of a timekeeping device, I don't know how you could do any better. It's quartz, which personally I'm not a huge fan of. To me, quartz is kind of the automotive equivalent of an automatic transmission. If you're into cars, you should be driving a stick shift. Likewise, if you're into watches, you should be having a watch with an automatic or manual wind movement. But in terms of accuracy and cost, quartz is definitely trumps in those areas. Manual and automatic wind watches cost a lot more money to purchase generally, and a lot more money to service. So anyway, again, this watch was $70, and most people that are looking to spend $100 on a watch, they're going to be picking up something that's, if you're lucky, has a Japanese like Miyota type movement in it. And there's actually quite a few watches for $100 that have these, like, what is it, not Shangbang, Seagull or other like Chinese movements in them. So you're looking at an entirely Swiss-made watch for $70. And not only that, if you're into your watches, you'll see this little seal right here, which is kind of hard to make out on camera, but it says ETA. And if you're familiar with ETA or watches in general, you'll know that they're kind of the dirty little secret of the Swiss watch industry. Those in the know that many of the luxury brands and so-called luxury brands are nothing but a bunch of marketing hype, that their horology and their watchmaking history and craftsmanship is basically a bunch of bulletin points on a marketing sheet. It's really not a reality. Example, ETA makes movements for the majority of the Swiss watchmakers, and Tag Heuer, Low-End Omega, Baume & Mercier, Oris, I could go on for years, even some Invictas. Everybody, it seems, that's in the sub $5,000 bracket of the Swiss watch industry at some point or another has used an ETA movement. And there's actually watches that cost significantly more than $5,000 that use ETA movements. And so you're getting a watch that has a movement in it that is also being put in watches itself for several $1,000s. In fact, I won't take this chance to go on a rant, but I absolutely despise Tag Heuer, and Tag Heuer uses ETA movements. Their quartz watches, their automatics, you name it, they're all ETA sourced movements to my knowledge. That they may have one or two in-house calibers that I can't really think of, but anybody you see wearing a Swiss Tag Heuer quartz, they're using a derivative of one of these ETA movements in it. And here, you're not only getting a quartz Swiss ETA movement, you're getting a day-date ETA movement. So you tell me how many sub $100 day-date watches you've seen that are entirely Swiss-made with an ETA movement in it, and I'm guessing you're not going to think of too many. And you know what? As you can see, it's all made out of rubber and plastic, so it's not like they spend an enormous amount of money on the case, but hey, the watch is going to be rugged. It was made in Switzerland, which you can't really say about too many watches under $100. And look how stretchy this brand is. It's very comfortable to wear. And actually, it even comes with a warranty, and a pretty decent one at that. It came with a 2-year warranty, and when you buy it, they fill the card out. So example, here's mine. It shows that I bought it at Newark Airport, New Jersey. Again, I said I bought it as I was returning from New York. And they signed the date of purchase, and 2 days from that date of purchase, so this watch is under warranty till April 9th of 2014. So, 2 years, if it stops working, throw it out and buy another one. And you'll still be several grand better off than somebody that, bought a $3,000 version with a similar ETA movement in it. Because, the truth of the matter is, quartz watches aren't hugely collectible. And especially high-end Swiss watches with quartz movements are not particularly collectible. There are a few exceptions, like the Rolex Oyster Quartz, but we won't need to go into that. Again, if you're on a limited budget, and again, this watch costs 70 bucks, I mean, how can you go wrong? And, you know, and it's actually pretty easy to set. You just pull the crown out, first position, and if you turn it away from you, you change the day of the week. So go back to Saturday, because that's what it is now. And if you pull it towards you, you change the day of the month. And if you pull it all the way out, you can set the time. As you can see, the second hand is still ticking, so it's not hacking. So you know, you can't just stop the second hand 60 seconds to get a perfect set. But you know what? Not a bad watch. And truth of the matter is, since I picked this watch up, it's gotten a lot more wrist time than my Daytona Rolex has. So, because it's just comfortable to wear. It's really light, and it's just, you know, it's not showy, so I can wear it all over the place and people aren't staring at my wrist. I understand that if you're not into Halloween, black and orange may not be the color for you. I bought this watch because I thought it looked kind of like, you know, vintage 60s, 70s, kind of modern. I like the feel of it, but you certainly don't have to buy yours in, you know, orange and black like I did. But anyway, you know, again, if you're on a limited budget, pick one of these up. You can, you know, go up to people with a Tag Heuer or whatever else they have on their wrist and have the peace of mind that you saved yourself a couple $1,000s and have the same movement in a $70 watch. I mean, you know, save movement, I stretch a little bit. I'm sure they've made some alterations to those movements, but still an ETA movement. And again, pick one up and let's get a wrist shot on this watch. There we go. This watch is about 41 millimeters, so it's basically the same size as my Rolex Daytona. And I like it. You know what? Like I said, it's comfortable, it's light, and you know, I'm not really worried that I'm going to smash it into a wall or that it's going to fall off my wrist or, you know, somebody's going to steal it. It's a, you know, a great watch. And you know, frankly, you know, for the money, I think it's the best you're going to do out there. And like I said, if you buy it online, who knows, you might find one for less than 70 bucks. So, hope you enjoyed the review, and there should be hopefully more to come. Thanks again for watching.